Dragon Boat Festival, the ancient festival this weekend, so a lot of boat racing is underway around country. Besides boats themselves, there are other types of craftsmanship that deserve attention, and a new app will have live coverage of some of these artisan skills very soon. So watch out for that QR code in our coming up story. And for the latest on this, let's cross live to our reporter Wu Lei in East China's Hangzhou city. Hello, Wu Lei. I believe you're going to tell us some workmanship that is ancient and unique.
Yes, indeed, Pandong. Today is the last day of the Dragon Boat Festival, but people's enthusiasm toward this handmade craftsmanship are still growing. I'm now in one of the major pavilions about the demonstration, this craftsmanship in East China, because we know that this is a laser carving skill which can be dated back to hundreds of years in China. And in this pavilion, over 21 kinds of craftsmanship are displaying, like this flying a kite and this mini kite. This senior master is showcasing his skills, and over 30 senior masters are showcasing their skills. Local authorities have built this special pavilion, and anyone who are interested in this kind of craftsmanship come here to have a first-hand experience. Pandong.
Well, Wu Lei, nowadays a lot of handmade crafted traditions are under pressure from industrialization, the marketing pressure. So have you got any sense on the difficulties those craftsmanship are facing right now?
Indeed, we talked with a lot of senior masters, including this one, over 90 years old, Gao Dezhi, who is a purple clay teapot master, and they have shared their experience about how to make the purple clay teapot. And they said one of the major challenges that they face a lot of the challenges, including they couldn't find such apprentice to pass on these traditions. And in my following story, we have put a QR code in the story, and you can scan the QR code for more of this insightful dialogue and discussion about this intangible cultural heritage. Let's take a closer look about how to better protect and passing on these traditions. Chinese people have been drinking tea for thousands of years, but in more recent times, these handmade teapots are gaining in popularity. As an old saying goes, a thing is valued if it is rare. Tea sets have been a key part of Chinese dietary culture, and this kind of handmade purple clay teapot is one of the most popular items among tea lovers. But this craftsmanship is at risk of disappearing. 99-year-old Gao Dezhi has been making purple clay teapots since he was 13. This kind of skill is usually passed down among generations, or taught to those who are passionate about the craft. But Gao says it is now very difficult to find such people.
My son and daughter are not interested in learning how to make teapots. They already earn a lot of money working in the finance sector. People cannot create such things if they have no interest in acquiring the skill.
In order to promote and protect skills at risk of disappearing, local authorities have built a special museum where masters can showcase their craftsmanship. While in Yixing, Jiangsu province, the birthplace of the purple clay teapot, 29-year-old Wu Zhiqiang has lured many fans to his store via the internet. It's here that they learn how to make the purple clay teapot.
I always post pictures, descriptions, and videos online, sharing my knowledge and expertise with others. At the same time, I often invite my followers to my store to get first-hand experience.
With thousands of followers at various online platforms, Wu Zhiqiang feels today many young customers prefer new teapot patterns and shapes.
For example, the Peppa Pig is very popular right now. I saw someone carve the Peppa on the teapot. Younger customers like more customized teapots with modern elements.
There are thousands of private stores featuring this kind of teapot in Yixing City. who says he's not worried about this traditional skill disappearing. He feels the key is to cultivate young people's interest in the arts in modern and customized ways. So that's why when we are talking about how to protect this kind of intangible cultural heritage, Master says they cannot be put into textbook or in a video. People need to have easier access to this kind of intangible cultural heritage. And for more about this insightful discussion about this intangible cultural heritage, please do follow our live streaming after this after our TV live. And thank you very much. Back to you, Pandong.
Thank you very much, our reporter Wu Lei in East China's Hangzhou city. Now we turn.
Okay, just now we have done a TV live cross about this intangible cultural heritage, this purple clay teapot. Now let's talk with Master Gao Dezhi, who has been making this kind of purple clay teapot since he was 13. Because Master Gao couldn't speak English, so I will do the translation. 打扰了，高老师。打扰了，高老师，我们想问一下，这个做这个紫砂壶要学习多久啊？
这个跟就每个人的这个智慧的程度有关系啊。如果能够把这个聪明的话，这个智力比较的进步的话，而且这个聪明的话呢，一般你做的话，1个月就能够做
1个月就可以了。
可以做成功，
可以做成功。
做好的话呢，一般最起码3年以上。
So Master God just said, if one is clever enough, he can learn how to make this purple clay teapot in 1 month. But if you want to make it as good, as very elegant and very good as what he does, it may need at least 3 years or several years of practice. 那我问一下，就是这个现在这个制壶呢，现在有没有一些人用机器开始做呢？
也有的，
也有。
现在机器做的一般商品我都机器做的。它是一般现在叫工个是拟制品。
Okay, so Mr. Gao just said sometimes right now we have some modern technologies, some machines can even make this kind of purple clay teapot. 那怎么去分辨这个就是机器做的跟手工做的呢？
因为机器这种手工做的话，它也有所区别，主要是原料问题。
原料的区别。
因为你把壶的好坏，最主要的是料。因为这个料的话呢，它一把做了，它这个机器做的粘性好，它不能够用8%的紫砂料做的。
它是
它因为粘性不够。所以它容易开了，像这种一把性的，像小的茶，它嘛有的。
So Master Gao said one of the major differences between the machine-made teapot and handmade teapot is that the raw materials are quite different, and also the handmade, this craftsmanship skill is quite different also.
手工做的，它一般都要经过手工修理了，它也好一些，它也。因为现在这个成型的陶瓷方面的品种很多，有捏压具的一次性成型用模具，对吧？也有胶具的用泥浆胶具的方式，还有拉坯的方式，当炉头插上一次成型也都有的。
Okay.
所以品种很多，这个工艺程序很多。
Because there are steps, procedures to how to make this kind of teapot, so that we know that it needs years of practice to make this kind of teapot. 那我想问一下，就是现在您这个收徒弟啊，现在就是这个紫砂这个怎么去传承下去？您现在收徒是怎么收的？
手徒弟的话，一个动作要手，做武的要叫手小成品，对吧？因为这个你一个人没有诚信的话，我倒是觉得龙须出家依然市场上，这个是一种对整个国家来讲，是一种。
所以诚信是很重要的。
哎，一个你没有做成的话，就是没有这个诚信，没有这个道德的话了，礼觉的德行要有。现在好多都是欺骗的，就是用龙须出家，冒名顶替很多。
So we know this kind of traditional skill is usually passed down to generations or taught to anyone who is passionate about a skill. So Master Gao has several apprentices, but one of the qualities he pays highly attention to is that this apprentice must be honest and must be has good quality and must be loyal to this kind of skill. 那您现在就是过去收了多少徒弟了？您的孩子现在还愿意做这些吗？
现在一般成家了我都教他们。一个。在他们要做的话，没有收他们一分钱的费用。就是主要是这个因为传承下一代嘛。那第一个就是个有一些人他在这个制作方面的有几个人，他已经有一个在公共教育上面出来，他龙须出家，这么欺骗人家。
So Master Gao has several apprentices, but he said the most important factor or what he sees most is that this apprentice must be very honest and must be loyal to this kind of skill. Because we are now doing live streaming on our CGTN app and also in our official account in Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So if you are interested in this kind of craftsmanship, you can come to our website or our app and also YouTube and other official accounts, Sina Weibo, to look at this beautiful craftsmanship. 那谢谢您，高师傅。那您继续做，我们继续在其他地方看一看。哎，好。So this is one of the shops here in this workshop demonstration pavilion. As we just mentioned, there are at least 21 kinds of craftsmanship displaying here in East China's Zhejiang province, and over 30 masters, senior masters of them are showcasing their skills. And each one will have their booth. As we just see this one, this is boxwood carving, very elegant and very beautiful, because this kind of pattern and shapes are carved in this boxwood. You can imagine that it takes a lot of time to practice and make this kind of skill. And let's see, one of the masters is carving on this boxwood. 哎，你好，打扰了，师傅。哎，你好，我想问一下，咱们这个就是木雕的话，您做这个多少年了？
我已经做了40多年了。
40多年了。
对。
Okay, so this master just told us that she has already carved this boxwood kind of skill for over 40 years. 那这个木雕在中国的历史有多久呢？
从那个元代就已经开始了，它有
元代，那现在有几百年、上千年的历史。
不是元代，后来就清代，
清代几百年的历史。
对，已经是很成熟了。它现在就是说清代的时候，那当时的在庙寺里面都已经出现那些木雕。但是真正黄杨木雕是呢，清代可能末年了，然后它这个故宫里面就有我们的黄杨木雕。
So this kind of carving skill can be dated back to Qing Dynasty, which is traced for hundreds of years in China. 那您跟我们说一下，就是现代这个，您觉得这个木雕的这个技艺怎么能够更好的传承下去呢？我不知道您这边是通过是传给子女呢，还是传给这些徒弟呢？ So I'm asking her, this master, how to pass down this tradition, because we know in this Dragon Boat Festival we have done a special series called Passing Down Traditions. So we are focusing on how to better protect and promote this kind of skills and craftsmanship. So could you please tell us how to pass down this kind of craftsmanship？ 你能告诉我如何更好的去传承这些手工艺吗？
是的。因为我们是这个乐清黄杨木雕，也是浙江三雕之一的。那么我们在乐清可能接触的人可能没那么多。继这个平台以后，就是全国各地、世界各地的游客游人，他们直接会从这里面能够看到我们这很多的那个黄杨木雕或怎么样。然后
所以需要一个很好的一个展示的一个平台。
然后我们也从那个非遗项目走向那个大中小学，然后我们把那个传统的那个技艺融入现代的元素，然后就是应用于生活。那么
我先翻译一下。So Master Zhang just told us that firstly they need a very big platform to showcase their skill. So local authorities have built this demonstration pavilion so that over 21 kinds of craftsmanship are showcasing right here, are displaying right here. Anyone who's interested in this kind of skill, they can come here to get a first-hand experience. And secondly, Master Zhang said, we need to integrate this kind of a traditional skill into modern element. We need modern element to decorate this kind of skill to cooperate together. 那您给我们举一些例子，如何使这些传统的技艺跟这些现代的这些元素结合起来？
好的。那么就是说，我们现在有很多的这个跟生活相结合的东西。因为黄杨木雕它本身就是以摆设为主吧，欣赏为主。那么它这个木头呢，长得又很缓慢的，特别大的也不多啊。然后它的应用的地方也不多。那么我们现在就是能使它走向那个跟生活结合，走向那个生活结合。那好吧。
Okay. So Master Zhang said recently, because in recent years she has curved many products, but with modern elements and modern shapes. So she's going to show us some examples.
然后比如说我们那个书签，像这个很有代表性的书签，这个书签呢，我把它放大以后，展示给人家都能看得到。对，
wooden bookmark, but it's designed in modern.
它整个也又看上去也是摆设，然后就是大家都能看到书签呢叶子。
这是一种现代的一个设计。
现代元素，对。然后
这个很受欢迎吗？
很受欢迎。
Okay.
它的寓意。
So this kind of traditional curve that with modern elements are very popular now among customers.
然后像这些都是说是。比如说大节作品，去参加大赛的，去参加展览。
所以这些是一些比较传统的。
这些是属于传统，但是我有很多现在就是说，我要代表那个表现那些少数民族，也就是跟现代已经结合了。
那你给我们举一些，咱们这里有没有一些例子，我们看一下？
对，那好的，像这些，比如说大节作品，像这个像那个，都是表现少数民族。他现在今天不在，他去参加那个梅月那个大赛了。
Okay, so these are some of the elements. Okay, we just have some posts, some comments from our YouTube and other CGTN apps. Some said they want to come to our country to have a closer look about these skills. Very welcome. If you are really interested in Chinese handmade products, in Chinese craftsmanship, you can come here to take a closer look about this product and skills, and also you can talk with these masters and get a first-hand experience on it. Okay, let's continue. 那你给我们举一些例子，就是说现在这些年轻人都喜欢什么样的木雕？
年轻人比如
So how?
就喜欢那些比较现代一点像这些对，就是说比较现代些。
这些都是受年轻人比较喜欢的。
对，那些就是说，比如说从传统的我们就过来，像这个就是传统很传统的嘛，就是智慧大门的开启。
So this is a traditional wood carving. It's a door. 这是一个门是吧？
对，就是开启智慧大门嘛，就是中国最古老的那种门嘛。
One of the traditional wood carving.
然后我们就是一路过来的时候，就是设计全部都是这种比较现代，这些年轻人就很喜欢。
Okay, so these are the popular modern designs that are very popular among young customers. 那为什么呢？他们为什么喜欢这样子的？
因为这种呢，就是跟现代比较有意思，融入。他们就是看到一个是美感，然后再说呢，它又是一个是叶子，比如说这个是和平， 和平感来，这个是生命与希望啊，它的寓意又很好，这个就是代表标志性很强的。就拱进桥啊，就是我们旁边那个拱进桥，哎，对他如果说买了以后就知道在这个地方。哦。
So young customers really like this kind of traditional craftsmanship, but with modern skills and modern designs. 那您这些就是一般的话，就是谁会买这些东西？一般哪个年龄段的？
像这种呢，受众力很强的，都是基本上大小男女都买的啊。比如说像我们饰品呢，基本上是那个女孩子不对，女士的买的比较多。像这种呢，已经呢融入木雕，我们把木雕跟那个饰品就相结合了，那成了饰品就是实用品了。
Okay, so this kind of wood carving are very popular among female customers, especially these young ladies. 这些也是比较受消费者
这个不是雕，
不是木雕
的，哎，就是雕，我们这些是雕的，对，这些是雕的啊。
OK，
哎，对，然后这些是饰品，都是属于雕的。
那所以您觉得就是说，如何让这些传统的技艺传承，就是让融入更多的现代的元素，
对
吗？
对，就是说是年轻人就喜欢比较有现代的，然后就是太传统了以后，他感觉有一点好像是好像没有那个创新的感觉。
所以younger customers like this kind of product with modern designs and modern shapes. 但那同时您有没有就是说现在我们也看到通过一些互联网的平台，比如说微博、微信，还有一些有酱或者其他的平台来推广他们的作品或者直播。我不知道您有没有通过这些网络的手段来推广这些技艺。
那我是很少，因为为什么我们这个年龄可能有一点对这方面有滞后，
比较少。
对，比较少。
So because if you have just saw my story in the TV, you will see that a lot of younger generation masters will choose internet to promote their skills. But like Master Zhang, she said, because of she didn't know too much about internet, so she doesn't know how to use the internet to promote this kind of craftsmanship. But she hopes that more masters will use this kind of modern technologies to promote their skills. 所以您还是希望就更多的去应用这些互联网的技术。
对，那就是说是大家推广的比较广。
好的，
知道的人更加多。
好的，
谢谢
感谢您。好的，谢谢您，谢谢您啊，继续。So as we just said, the key to protect this kind of craftsmanship is to use modern shapes, modern skills, and modern elements to let more younger generation customers enjoy this kind of craftsmanship. And also one of the keys to use the internet to promote their skills. This is one of the shops here using the pottery. As we can see that these are very popular pottery products here. But because this is a lunch time, so we can see there are no customer here. But if anyone who is interested in this kind of skill, and these masters will take a closer look. And because anyone who's interested in this kind of skills can come here and to try on hand, because this is lunch time, so there is no customer here. But usually in this morning when I came here, I saw a lot of customers are making this kind of pottery here. Now let's talk to one of the owners here. 哎，你好，我想问一下，就是今天早上这里的顾客大家都在做什么？
他们都在拉坯做杯子啊、碗啊，对花瓶之类的。
So this morning, this owner said there are several customers making cups, making ashtrays here with this kind of pottery. 那我想问一下，就是咱们这个陶艺大概就是在中国的历史悠久吗？
比较悠久的，大概有7000到8000年，可能还要早一点。
这么久吗？陶艺？
对。
So here in China, this kind of pottery is very can be dated back to hundreds of thousands of years in China. 但现代的，您觉得就是这些现代的陶艺发生什么样的变化？现在年轻人喜欢陶艺吗？
现在年轻人是喜欢陶艺的。
他们都喜欢什么样的陶艺？我们有没有一些作品或者什么展示一下？
So
this owner just told us that actually this younger generation also like a lot of pottery products. 所以你给我们讲一下，他们都喜欢什么样子？就是现在人喜欢的陶艺是什么样子的？
好的。现在人喜欢的就是比较抽象的，就是规规矩矩的，都不是那么喜欢。年纪大一点的人可能喜欢比较规整的，但是
这里面有这个作品吗？你能
有的。然后像那种酒壶，还有这小花瓶，这都是年轻人喜欢的。年纪大点的人喜欢的就是这种小碗啊、茶壶啊。
So older generations prefer some traditional designs and traditional forms and patterns, while younger generations like to have modern elements and modern shapes on this kind of pottery and even colorful. 是不是年轻人也喜欢更多彩一点？他不喜欢传统的那种素色。
是的。
So younger generation, younger customers also like some colorful products here. 那如果有人对咱们这个陶艺感兴趣，他们可以来这里，就是掏钱来自己来做一个。
可以的，他们可以来自己做，自己体验，再自己上色上用。
就整个过程他都可以去体验。
是的。
那咱们这个夏天一般有什么培训班，或者夏天会有很多人来这里报名吗？
夏天培训班，暑期的时候是有。
咱们周末也有人吗？
有的，他们都是自己来的，就一个一个来的。那培训班嘛，一般都是暑期培训班，会有的。
So during weekends, anyone who is interested or in this kind of handmade poetry, you can come here and pay some money and make this kind of ceramic poets by themselves. 那这几年是不是这种东西手工的东西越来越流行了？您觉得？
对，最近这些年是比较多了，很多地方都有，但基本上都是捏塑，但拉坯比较少。
他们还是不太，这个技艺还是需要长时间锻炼，是吗？
对的。
一般要学多久？
拉坯吗？拉坯一般最少要1个月吧，那只是一个学的毛坯，就一点点。
So if you really interested in this kind of craftsmanship, you can come here and you can learn, and the masters will teach you. But if you want to make it well, make it a very good one, you have to spend at least 1 month, to learn how to make this kind of ceramic products. 好的，谢谢您。Okay, this is the shop of these ceramic and pottery products here. And now let's turn to another shop here. It's a feather skill. This master is making this feather. Because we know in China, this kind of handmade scissors is very popular, and people have been making this for hundreds of years. 你好，师傅，打扰了。我想问一下，咱们这个剪刀大概有多少年的历史了
？390多年。
Okay, so this master told us that these scissors have at least 390 years. 这都是纯手工的，是吧？
我们这里就是纯手工打造剪刀。
咱们这个店铺在这个展示馆里面多少年了？
从11年进来的嘛，开始到现在。
开始到现在，将近8年。So this shop has been set up here for at least 8 years. Anyone who's interested in this kind of skill and craftsmanship, you can come here to take a closer look at how to make this kind of products. So as we can see, a master is sitting here to make this kind of products, and also here in this shop, we can see the whole process of making this kind of scissor has been presented here, and they have even put some steps like the material selection, the steel inlaying, molding, pressing, fine graining and closing the handle, and even designs curves. Wow, very popular, very beautiful. Okay, so there are at least, as I just mentioned, there are at least 21 kinds of craftsmanship displaying here. And if they are just showcasing their skills, the masters are showcasing their skills. But over the past 3 days, we have launched a special series called Passing Down Traditions. We have talked about zongzi, all right, sticky rice, and also we have talked about the silk. And today I have focused on the teapot. But in order to promote this kind of skills, masters need a bigger platform to showcase their skills, and also they need to use the modern technologies to attract more younger customers, younger generation customers, so they can be passed down for more children. So if you are interested in this kind of skill, and you could come here to Hangzhou City in Zhejiang Province to have a first-hand experience. And thank you very much for your time, and bye for now. Thank you.